Hello and welcome to Terraria. My name's Todd, also known as Mage, and this is of course Terraria, the podcast. Might as well be anyway. This time around, I was planning on harvesting trees, completing some more construction on our little base here, but you know what? I'm going to throw that plan out the window. I don't really think base building should be the majority of this series, so I'm going to try to reduce the amount that we're doing here. I did take some time to harvest the trees one time off camera, so there's some extra stuff. I put all the stuff that I had on my person into this chest. I've got some other things that I wanted to do on camera real quick. I wanted to make a mana regeneration band with a star power band and a health regeneration band, make magic cuffs, and then I wanted to make some celestial cuffs. So if you've never had celestial cuffs on a magic character before, you are missing out. Celestial cuffs are one of the most powerful magic items in my opinion. So I'm going to put those on and pretty much never take them off until we can build something better, but that'll take some time. We're going to take off our Jagged Band of Replenishment. It is very good, but it does come at a pretty heavy cost. You do have to take damage for it to really come into play. I'm not going to throw it away. I do think it's useful. I'm just not going to continue to use it for the moment. The other thing I wanted to do is I realized I've got ice skates and lightning boots. I can definitely make frost spark boots. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that. The main focus of this episode, since we're not going to be doing massive building, is we're going to be finding sky islands. Unsurprisingly, we want to get up there and make some stuff. I've just turned all of my aerolite ore that I had in my storage system into aerolite bars. We're going to focus on trying to make some aerolite stuff, because there's lots of cool stuff you can make. I'm going to throw that in there. Look at all this stuff that we can make, and it's all really good stuff. The magic damage for that is higher than our meteorite stuff, I think. So you got magic damage there, you got plus 20 mana and 1 minion, and you got plus movement speed, plus the aerolite set has a special effect as well. So we're just going to get that. Let's see, what else? The wings, definitely we would like to get, but we have to have bones for those, and we're not going to be able to get bones right away. The pickaxe we could probably use. The axe, we could probably use that. And the hammer, could definitely use that. Plus we'll try and pick up the weapons, the trade winds, and the wind blade, if we're lucky. I don't think there's anything else aside from maybe the harpy ring, which would be kind of useful. The one thing I noticed when I was doing some of the stuff that I was doing is that we don't have a lot of slots for our equipment right now. That happens. So we might have to change some stuff around as time goes on, but for now I think we're doing okay. It is nighttime. I could fight the Eye of Cthulhu really quick. You know what? Let's fight the Eye of Cthulhu real quick, and then we'll go find some sky islands. I know I had it somewhere. There we go. We're just going to fight him right on the roof. I don't think he's going to be too difficult. We need some more demonite so we can upgrade our storage components, of course. So we're just going to get that real quick, and then we're going to find sky islands. Okay, Shade Rain Staff engaged. Plasma Rod him. And we're just going to shoot the heck out of him as our dudes just destroy him. So he's in that phase now where he's real quick. I think we're gonna just wreck his face here. I hope anyway. Criminies. He actually did some good damage to me there, but we got him down in the end. What did he drop? He dropped a teardrop cleaver. Same things pretty much as last time. If we fight boss multiple times, I'm just going to destroy, well, that's an alchemist NPC. If we get any more like lore stuff, I'll probably just destroy it. Did get a trophy, which is kind of nice. And of course the demonite, which we were after. Alright, so let's make some D9 bars. Okay, so I'm going to throw this stuff into this chest. I'll deal with it later. For now, let's go find some Skylands. Alright, so the best way I've found, of course, and most people have found, is to find these Skylands, just use some gravitation potions. I had 3 in my stock, so I'm just going to go up and down trying to find the Sky Island. I know that there's like some actual science behind where the Sky Island's supposed to be exactly, but I've never really had great luck trying to figure that out. I just figure go up and down until you find one. So a lot of this is just going to be doing just that. In between parts, I was looking up some of the stuff we can build throughout the game for like accessories and other things, and I found that we're gonna run out of space for certain things real quick, such as accessories, because there's just so many good stuff, so much good stuff that you can build with Calamity and Fargawiltis. So when we get to the end of the game, it'll probably be just trying to decide what sort of ridiculous things we want to choose between. Especially the Fargawiltis stuff. Some of those items require so many different parts, but once you've built them, they are just ridiculously powerful. We're just not finding anything on this side of the world. Let's see, how far are we? We're not super far. Where's our potion at? Potion's at 1 minute. Okay. We're still going through. Maybe I should teleport back and try the other direction. That might be worth it. I was kind of hoping to find one just like right away, but it doesn't look like that's going to be the case. I don't actually have any way to prevent fall damage aside from the boost from my Frostbark boots, so if I hit the ground, I will probably die. I want to make sure that I don't do that, so I'm going to take it kind of easy here. Won't have any way to prevent fall damage till we get wings, of course. And we're pretty far from that, at least until we can defeat something like Skeletron. Ah, not a single... there we go. Finally, a single Sky Island. But there's not even a chest up or anything up here. Well, some of the things we do need are up here, so we'll start trying to get them. Feathers and cloud and things like that, so we'll just harvest some clouds. I think we need some clouds for some sky blocks, and we need some rain clouds as well. So we're just gonna mine all this stuff up. Let's see. Alright, that's an okay amount of cloud. How much do we actually need? So we can make horseshoes. Pretty much everything, since we have the reduced grinding, we can make, I believe. Anklet of the Winds, don't need that anymore. We do need enough for the stuff, but we don't need a whole lot for it. I do want to build a sky mill, because I believe that's, yes, you have to build a sky mill to be able to build the aerospec stuff. So that's 5. We can build rain clouds, a sky gatherer. What? Wind element, okay. Interesting. Let's see, spellbook cyclone. Yeah, that requires souls, much later in the game. Item that one. Okay, so we don't actually need that much cloud. But I'll gather 100 and then I'll be done with it. At least for standard cloud. Then I'll gather some little rain cloud as well. Don't want to tear down all the pretty sky islands, that would really suck. But our gravitation potion has run out, so I think I'm going to teleport back to the base. Maybe. And pick up the stuff from there. Oh, ouch. Man, those harpies hit real hard. Okay. Alright, so we'll gather some of this rain cloud up here. I don't think we need much of this at all. I could be wrong on that, but I don't think we do. So I'm not going to gather too much of it. There's not a whole lot around anyway. Let's gather this little bit right down here. That's in the cloud. So I can let my minions do all the fighting. Get some more feathers that way. Don't want to drown though. Have to make sure not to drown. What is that? Sun skater? Interesting. These mods add so many different things that it's hard to keep track of all of them, especially because they update every now and then. Oh, don't drown. There we go. Didn't drown. Successful. Okay. I think if we can just gather the rest of this rain cloud, that'll do for all that we need. Yeah, that's fine. 53, I think that's more than enough. What is this avian cartilage for? Thorium. Thorium stuff allows us to make flight hat, ranged, melee, radiance, arrows, some melee weapons, and some range stuff, but nothing super good. Mostly just a trash drop related. Armor set doesn't look all that great. Alright, let's teleport back and try the other direction. Typically, at least from what I've found, Skylands will often spawn around the original starting point in patterns. So there's one way over there, which means that there will probably be, usually anyway, because we're on I think it's a medium world we've got here, there's going to be about 5 of them. So there's probably maybe one more over there, but there's probably 3 along here. At least from what my memory is of how the Skylands are kind of generated. But I'm not positive on that. Just usually if you don't find a lot on one side, you'll find a lot on the other. And we went pretty far last time up to the other side of the world, so I think going somewhat of a distance on this side ought to be good. Knowing my luck, though, the other Skylands are all crammed in that tiny little corner on the opposite side of the world. The one place I didn't check. Oh, I want to get that guy's drop, if he has one. Nope. So he had some rain cloud that he dropped, but I'm not super worried about it. Those guys can drop a weapon, which is a really good weapon if I remember correctly. Those little those little tornado things. But didn't drop it this time. Maybe I'm confusing them with a hard mode enemy. I could be doing that. Well, we've already gone this far and we're still not finding any Skylands. These Skylands are just spawned on the opposite ends of the world, it seems. That's real unfortunate. Okay. Just so we can get a good look at the map, I'm just going to show it. We're already almost to our isolation elevator for the corruption, I believe. Okay. Might actually have to use another gravitation potion before you finish with this. That'd be a real shame. You know, I'm used to the Skylands being quite scarce, but never this bad. Maybe I should have stayed at the previous Skylands. It seemed to be having okay luck killing the Harpies, and I'm going to need a lot more feathers. Oh, finally. Starting to think we weren't going to find a single one of them. With the chest and everything. Good stuff. Steal these banners because I like the look of them. I'm going to break down the wall because the sunplate block is something we need. Just going to steal the floor too, might as well. Let's steal all this. Ooh, we got a red balloon right off the bat. That's pretty nice. Oh, I guess it's really not important though, because I just remembered that red balloons aren't actually that good with the mods that we've got. If you're just playing a normal vanilla Terraria, red balloons are a way to create the like clouds in balloons, which is a very good item to have because it increases your jump height, which adds in your wings and the lightning, the frostbark boots, so you can get ridiculous speed with some of that stuff. But oh well. What type of metals are these? Ooh, silver. I'll take all this silver just to make sure. Not worried about the gold, don't really need it, but the silver, definitely will take that. Kind of sucks to gouge a pretty island, but oh well. I'll get over it. Just clean it up a little bit so it's not so ugly. Okay. I'm going to cut down these trees, because these are some big trees. And hopefully we'll get some more enemies up here. How many feathers do I need to actually build some good stuff? Okay, so I'm not building those wings. Damselfish. You can make fish. Huh, that must be a new thing that they've added with the reduced grinding. Lifeform analyzer. So we're gonna need 3 for the magic weapon. We're gonna need 2 for the chest piece, 1 for the helmets, 2 for that. So that was like 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. And then we also wanted the melee weapon, didn't we? Does the melee weapon not require any feathers? Oh, I think we might actually already have enough. Huh. That was quick. Well, we will make the wings later, so we'll need 5 for that. 13. And then we'll need 5 for the ring as well. So another. So that'll be 18. We're actually going to need 18 feathers. Probably be good for us to just round it up to 20 feathers, and we'll be good there. Well, this was very profitable. I wasn't expecting to get all this stuff so quickly, but thanks to the reduced grinding mod, I think that's just kind of expected sometimes. Alright. Any other would-be attackers? I like leaving the little roof here for this little house, just because when you're up fighting on these sky islands, it provides cover from enemies like harpies and things of that nature. And there's some bosses that you have to fight on sky islands in some of these mods as well, which also provides cover from. So this might be a good sky island to fight a boss on, just because it's got the little roof already. Though this hole might be a problem. Maybe we should fill in like the top layer of this hole, just so you can run across it easily. There we go. Also flatten it out. Alright, this will be a nice boss arena later on. See, we got some floating sky islands that we can use. If these enemies would hurry up and spawn. Could wait till later to farm some of the rest of the feathers, I guess. Don't really need them right now for the ring nor the wings. The arrow spec armor is one that we're going for, I should explain, because it's a calamity armor set. With the mods that I've got installed, the best sets you can get are definitely calamity sets in general. Thorium is a very nice mod, but it tends to be under-tuned for certain things. Later on, when we're in hard mode, there will be some really good stuff we can do with Thorium, but right now it's far better to just have it the way it is. Got lots of slimes, but no harpies. Would really like to get some more harpies and some flying enemies. Alright, well I'm not going to stand around, make you guys watch that. I'll probably just farm some feathers off camera. That'd be really pointless. So let's make the armor. I should have enough, or what I need for it. Oh, we do have to put our sky mill down so we can actually make it. Oh, there we go. Alright, awesome. So, we've got our sky mill. We can build all the different things, but we're going to focus on the aerospec stuff. So we'll build one of those. Build this. I'll build that for our full armor set. We're going to build trade winds because we need that. And now we're out. Don't have any more aerialite. Let's see. Air. If we just had aerialite bars, we need 9 more aerialite bars to be able to make the sword. Sword is worth making because it makes into other things. And we also need to make the tools out of aerialite as well. So we're going to have to find some more enemies down below. Inept trade winds. Is the goblin here? He is. Awesome. We can reforge that off there. So let's get something else. Ugh, 4 gold. Give me the same thing. Masterful. Perfect. That'll do. It doesn't have to be amazing. As long as it's not inept. Do I want Shadow Drop Staff still? The only problem I have with it is it doesn't work indoors. What about this? This works indoors. And we'll trade that in because our space gun is not as effective with the armor set that we're going to put on the aerialite set. So we're going to trade out the previous set we had for the aerialite set. And that should give us a benefit. What is our bonus for that? So taking over 5% increased movement speed and a magical critical strike. Taking over 25 damage in one hit will cause a spread of homing feathers to fall. Allows you to fall more quickly and disables fall damage. Awesome! So we now no longer have fall damage. That's actually really good. Let's take a look at what we look like. Yeah, look kind of like a ninja. Ooh, we've got a little effect too. I think I like this look of this set, so we'll go with that for now. We may decide to reuse the meteor set in the future. In combination with the space gun, it is still very powerful. But the trade winds, with the combination of what we've got right now, and the fact that we now have the celestial cuffs, which kind of prevent any problems with mana usage, we should be fine. Could also use some mana potions just straight up, but I don't know if we have anybody who can give us those. I don't think we do. Is there anything else we need? I don't think so. Maybe I should trade in the space gun for the shadow drop staff. Or trade those around. But I do kind of like how much damage it does. And there's lots of projectiles there. If you can get that onto an enemy, and since we're going to be fighting a lot on Sky Islands, it might actually be worth it to keep it. So let's go here, deposit everything that we can. Take all this stuff. Let's make some more storage containers or some storage upgrades. What do we need? We need 10 bars and 1 amethyst, so we're only going to be able to make 1 storage upgrade. That's not great. We might be able to make some more components though. So let's try. We'll also pull out an amethyst. Placeables, amethyst. Okay. I need my anvil, don't I? Let's slap it down right there. Perfect. What else? What am I missing? Do I just need workbench? No, I'm missing something to make it. Workbench. Workbench. It says I just need a workbench. What am I missing? Oh, I don't have enough silver for that. Oh, for some reason I put away the demonite rather than taking it with me. Okay, so let's forge up all the silver we can. Silver. Forge all that. Can't really make a lot, but we can make enough for 1 more. then we'll make one storage upgrade. I have the bars, and I have an amethyst. What am I missing? I'm missing something, an anvil. Of course I go to the wrong thing. There it is. Swear, sometimes I'm so inept when it comes to these crafting stations. But we'll fix that as time goes on. Okay, I want to place this correctly this time. There we go. Fantastic, so we've got lots of space now. I should just be able to slap all the stuff I've got. Deposit all in here. Maybe, if I'm lucky. Do it all. Deposit all. Yeah, look at that. We finally got enough storage space for all the stuff that we've got. I think. Seeds, yep. Okay. I think that kind of gives us a little bit of excitement. We've got some new stuff. Got a new spell, which is pretty nice. It's not super fast, but with how much damage it does, even just being this quick would be really nice. Oh. Burped there a little. What can we make with this? We can make something much later in the game. Desert feathers, yeah, for forbidden fragments are a hard mode item, so be able to make something cool with it later, but for now, we'll just have what we have. Yeah, so we can effectively pretty much put everything that we have into that chest. Oh, I almost forgot about that chest, so deposit all. We'll loot all this stuff, and we'll see if we can fit it all. Yep, just barely, but we can fit it all. So those notes, okay, so they do stack. Those little notes stack, so it doesn't matter if we get a whole bunch of them. I was worried because these calamity ones, I don't think those stack, which is a real pain in the butt. Only got 7 spaces for stuff left, but we don't really need a whole lot more space. We should probably pull some of that stuff out of there so we can reuse it, but oh well. I think we've completed a good amount of stuff. We got a new set of armor, which will help us fight some of the coming bosses. What are the bosses we're looking at currently? Looking at the Viscount Skeletron. The Viscount is, we have to encounter a Blood Moon, Old One's Army. Could do the Old One's Army because the mods did change it, so it might actually be worth it. But we're going to have to finish building the base before so we can get the NPCs we need. Because I don't think the Tavern Keep's in our house at the moment. But I believe we've seen him at some point. So he'll come eventually, and then we'll probably deal with Skeletron. So Skeletron is probably the next major one we're looking at, of course. But we're going to try and finish up this base next time, get enough parts of it so we can deal with it. I'd really like to change the way this compartmentalized parts look over here. I am okay with them being in this style, but I just don't like the basic wood material. So I'm going to have to figure something out there eventually. I'm just really not sure what I want to do at the moment. Though I think that kind of finishes everything I wanted to do this time around. So until next time. Goodbye.